When I first started out in the IEM hobby, I had no idea what I was doing. Some would argue that even today, I don't really have a clue. But I'm here to hopefully save you some money. I have a big storage container filled with IEMs that I don't listen to. I just have no desire to listen to any of them. Uh, Essentially, I bought a bunch of IEMs that are under $300. Just bought, spent a ton of money. And then I figured out what I liked. And then I just bought one IEM that checked all my boxes. And since then, I've that's like the only IEM I want to listen to. It's the only IEM I grab. It's the only one I go for. So I think by buying these three IEMs, which the Truthear HOLA under, I think, $20, the KZ PR2 under $50, and the Truthear HEXA under $100, if you buy all of these together for under $200, it is a way better buy than spending your money on something that's under, let's say, $300 and just hoping you like it. If you buy these three IEMs and learn to EQ, you're set. You're set. This is the Truthear HOLA, single dynamic driver, PR2, planar driver, HEXA, it's a dynamic driver for the bass and BAs for the mids and treble. These three IEMs, and then learn to EQ. And then you figure out what you want out of the sound signature. You EQ these and you go, yeah, you know what? Maybe the PR2 is a little bit too much treble for me, so I'll turn that down. Oh, actually the HOLA, I want a little bit more of the upper treble. I'll turn that up. Or the HEXA, I want a little bit more bass. I'll, turn that up. Figure out what you like by getting these three IEMs. You can listen to different drivers, you can EQ them, and then find an IEM that just checks all your boxes. This is maybe the most cost-effective way of getting into the hobby, learning to EQ and these three IEMs. And then just buy something cheap like an Apple dongle or whatever cheap, decent dongle you can find for your personal device. I think this is the ultimate entry package, personally. For under $200, you get all three of these IEMs and you learn to EQ, and you figure out what you want. I think it's the ultimate package. I think this here is the ultimate starting package. If you're like, because I get so many comments like, oh, I have this IEM, should I buy this one? And it's like, oh, they're very similar. And it's like, you know what? Like everything's just so incremental in this hobby. I don't know if it's, I don't want to encourage you to just keep spending your money when you could be taking that money, setting it aside, and then buying the perfect IEM for you when you know what you want. Buy these three IEMs. It covers a bunch of driver types. It covers a few different types of sound signatures. Learn to EQ, and then find an IEM that checks all your boxes. I think that's the way. Personally, I think that's the way. It would say, I wish that this was available when I first started. I wish that I could just buy these three IEMs and EQ and then just save a ton of money and then buy the one IEM I want, Now, if you're like me personally, I don't love EQing, and I like having different things here and there. But at the end of the day, I always find myself gravitating to the one IEM that checks all of my boxes. And I reach for it, and that's the only thing I want to listen to. So it took a while to save for that IEM. It took I could have had that IEM sooner if I hadn't bought so many budget IEMs, just trying to find the next best thing. So don't keep chasing the dragon. Don't keep spending your money trying to find the next best thing under X amount of dollars. Instead, just buy a nice budget entry set like this, learn to EQ, and then buy an IEM that checks all your boxes. Yeah, essentially, like, I just wish this was available when I first started in this hobby. Because, like, this stuff wasn't around when I first started. And it's so good. It's so good for budget. These all sound great for what they are. And then if you learn to EQ, honestly, you're covered. You are covered. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe. And I also have a frequency response demo. So if you're just starting out and you don't know what, you want out of your EQ, I'll link that too in the description or in the comments down below or something. listen to that, check that out, and then you can kind of see what the different frequencies do and learn to EQ by just play around. Just play around, figure out what you like, you know? But this is an under $200 entry into the hobby that I think is way better than buying anything under $400, $300, $400. Like, if you don't just buy something and hope you like it, buy a couple different things like this, learn to EQ, and then find what you want and check all those boxes, you know? So yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and until next time.